I'm warning you. So if you haven't watched the show, go do that and then come back to this video. No, this isn't clickbait. Yes, I'm talking about Fate again. Let me cook. It is to no one's surprise that I am a huge Fate fan, that even after all the anime I've seen, this convoluted, extensive, multi-layered franchise still stands in my top 5. But that wasn't always the case. Before Ishtar's thighs, before Baber's charisma, and before Gilgamesh's addicting laugh. He's just the best. I love Gil. There was a single scene, a single moment that would change the way I view anime fight scenes forever. Yes, I'm talking about the near perfect climactic fight that is Archer versus Shiro. Well, what exactly makes a good fight scene? Is it A, the animation, B, the choreography, C, the message of the fight, or D, the impact on the overall story? Trick question, it's all of the above. Each and every one of these elements is essential in crafting a good fight when it comes to anime. If one of these 4 is missing from the picture, you could possibly still hit, but the impact on the audience is bound to be significantly less. This is because a fight scene is also a means of storytelling and works just as well as having 2 characters talking it out, if done correctly. Actions speak louder than words sometimes, and contrary to popular belief, most anime fight scenes are way more than this superpowered dude is punching this other superpowered dude. Sure, you may be distracted by the pretty effects and cool violence, but when you look at the story unfolding in front of you, the actual actions of the characters, you suddenly start to see the writing on the wall. And no fight scene does this better than Archer vs. Shiro. Here's your last chance to dip and come back before major spoilers. We start the fight with Archer confirming what the show has been foreshadowing since episode 2, that Archer is indeed Shiro from the future, a version of our protagonist who has made a contract with the magical deity to become one of Earth's guardians throughout space and time. In other words, we learn that Shiro does indeed achieve his dream to become a hero of justice. Well, not really a magical deity, more so of like a force. It's called the Counter Force, and he's a counter guardian, and However, the Guardian's job basically entails that Shiro is to kill people that the planet deems a threat in order to save lives. Basically, he's basically a cosmic assassin. This is important, because this leads Shiro to regret his decision and hate the part of him that desired the dream in the first place. In other words, this is a battle of self-hatred, and we've all been there at some point. Listen here, you little fuck. You are going to edit, and you are going to stop being lazy. You are the reason we don't upload more often. Yeah. This is totally gonna work. It didn't work. But RJ, we've seen a clash of ideals in anime before. You're just saying this because it's your favorite. Hey, you're right. Shut up. In this battle of self-hatred, we have our veteran hero who knows the pain of the world. And on the other side, we have this naive dum-dum. But however annoying Shiro is, you can't help but root for him. You know he's going to do the typical anime self-sacrificing bullshit to try to save the day, but you root for him anyway because the series shows you that this is a bad thing for him to do through the character of Archer. And you're wondering, if our hero saving the day is actually bad, then what? What is the hero supposed to do if it's actually wrong for them to save people? The answer is complicated because there is no one answer. Archer's whole argument throughout this fight is that self-hatred is what led them to basically becoming a murderer. I don't like myself, so let me invest my time and energy into others' happiness. I'll save everyone even if I have to kill to do it. That's Shiro's logic in a nutshell. It's a failed logic, no matter how you look at it. The act of saving someone, especially when it comes to war, is the act of fighting another. So, Archer seeks to right his wrong by cutting off his existence at the source, his past self. Hence why Archer has been trying to murder Shiro the entire series. Die. Oh, the pain! Give me the boy. I don't think so. He has to die! Ufotable killed it with this adaptation. The show then goes on to show us all the people Archer had killed and how it got him absolutely nowhere as he slowly started to realize the mistakes of his actions. But it was far too late because there was no way to break the contract, so every time he was summoned, he would just kill more and more and relive the constant reminder that almost every choice he made was wrong and his entire existence amounted to absolutely nothing. Dear God, fate is dark. And after seeing all of this, it's hard for Shiro to disagree. His future self is literally staring him in the face and telling him that all his efforts will amount to nothing. Can you imagine that? Hey. Huh? you're not gonna upload more often. What? Truth be told, as an audience member, I agree with Archer. He did basically become a murderer more so than a hero. Like, we literally see him kill a bunch of people and save no one. How do you argue that? How do you look your future in the face and march forward?
おい、その先は地獄だぞ。
Shiro's answer is one of the best answers I've seen from a clash of ideals in fiction, period. And it makes him so much more than just your typical anime self-sacrificing hero. Because he doesn't make excuses, he doesn't say he can change the future, and he doesn't invalidate Archer's experience. In fact, he agrees with Archer, but it's because he is able to see his future that he's able to see what Archer forgot. Their dream may be borrowed, and their logic may be flawed, but the core of their reasoning, the intent to help people, isn't wrong. The path of evil is paved on good intentions. Shiro nor Archer can justify the people they killed, but does that mean their dream is a mistake, or the path they took is a mistake? The path of a hero is one of self-sacrifice. That's what being a hero is. And even if Shiro were to grow to love himself more, the desire to help would not fade. Because his self-hatred and his hero dream are not one and the same. They may impact each other, yes, but they are mutually exclusive. The fight then goes on to show us that Archer can murder Shiro at any time, but he doesn't. Because his goal was to never murder himself, but to change Shiro's mind about his ideals. But then, Shiro does the one thing that Archer can't. The one thing that Archer understandably forgot to do. He accepts who he is. I love this fight because there are several layers to analyze, from the beautiful animation to the expert dialogue in both subbed and dubbed and the clash of ideals. This battle is one of the mind. We all have our flaws. No one is perfect, and believe it or not, we tend to see our flaws more clearly than anyone else. And yet, we are the ones that have the hardest time accepting them. Archer vs. Shiro tackles that struggle of identity in a breathtaking way that has you rooting for both sides, questioning who is right and wrong, and your eyes glued as you finally see Shiro take the overall W. And although Archer was strong enough to continue the fight, Shiro had already won because even though his ideals were criticized and basically proven wrong, he still managed to accept himself for who he is. In a battle of self-hatred, the only way to overcome it is through self-acceptance. Thank you for watching.